deep in a sun-dappled forest where golden light filtered through the leaves. A mighty lion, the king of all beasts, was enjoying a peaceful afternoon nap. He lay stretched out under the cool shade of a great ancient tree, his powerful chest rising and falling with each deep breath. All was quiet until suddenly a tiny scurrying mouse, busy with its own important errands, accidentally ran right across the lion's massive paw. The lion's eyes snapped open. With a deafening roar that shook the very ground, he slammed his paw down, trapping the terrified little creature. "Who dares to disturb my slumber?" he thundered, his voice echoing through the jungle. The little mouse trembled from the tip of his nose to the end of his tail. "Oh, forgive me, mighty king. Please, I beg your pardon," he squeaked, his voice barely a whisper. "I didn't mean to wake you. I was just in a hurry. If you spare my life, I promise one day I might be able to help you in return." The lion stared down at the tiny mouse, and a low chuckle rumbled in his chest, growing into a loud, booming laugh. "You'll help me?" he roared with amusement. "You are far too small and weak to ever help a king like me. The idea is ridiculous." The lion looked at the frightened mouse again. He was in a good mood, and the mouse's boldness was rather amusing. But your courage makes me laugh. Very well, little one, I will let you go. Now, be on your way before I change my mind." The lion lifted his paw, and the grateful mouse scurried away as fast as his little legs could carry him. Several days passed. The forest was once again filled with its usual sounds, but this time a new, desperate noise cut through the air. The very same lion had been stalking his prey when he stumbled right into a hunter's trap. A thick, heavy net made of strong ropes fell over him, pulling him off his feet and hoisting him into the air. He thrashed and struggled with all his might, but the more he fought, the tighter the ropes became. He was completely helpless. His angry and pained roars echoed through the jungle, a call of pure desperation. Miles away, the little mouse heard the familiar roar, but this time it wasn't a sound of anger, it was a cry for help. Recognizing the voice of the lion who had spared his life, the mouse didn't hesitate. He ran towards the sound, his little heart filled with determination. "But hold on, my friend," he called out as he reached the trapped lion. "I'm here. I'll free you." The lion, tangled and exhausted, looked down and saw the tiny creature. He felt a surge of hopelessness. What could such a small animal possibly do? But the mouse immediately set to work. He climbed up the ropes and began to gnaw at them with his sharp little teeth. He chewed and chewed, one strand at a time. It was slow, painstaking work. Bit by bit, thread by thread, the thick ropes began to fray. The mouse worked tirelessly, his tiny jaws aching, until finally, with a loud snap, the main rope broke and the heavy net crashed to the ground. The lion was free. He stood up, shaking the last of the ropes from his mane. He looked down at the little mouse, who was panting but smiling proudly. A deep sense of gratitude and shame washed over the great lion. You saved my life," he said, his voice soft and full of wonder. "I was a fool to laugh at you. I was wrong. Your small size hides a great and loyal heart." The little mouse simply smiled up at the mighty king. "You see," he said gently, "even the smallest of friends can help the strongest. A kindness is never wasted," and so the two became the most unlikely of friends, a living reminder that kindness, no matter how small it may seem, always has a way of coming back to you. No act of good, no matter how insignificant it feels at the time, is ever truly wasted. Thank you so much for watching with us today. If you enjoyed this story, please give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss our next video. Stay kind, and we'll see you again soon.